Cancers are fundamentally genetic disorders. There is an interaction with the individual who possesses the cancer, their environment, nutritional factors, and all of these in some fashion probably interact and cause the development of cancer. Astrocytomas are not very common. I would say there are approximately 30,000 new cases of malignant astrocytoma per year. About 12 to 15,000 of those are actually glioblastomas, which are the most cancerous of these cancers. Patients with glioblastoma typically survive an average of about 15 months. So we certainly have many more improvements to make in the treatment of this particular condition. The current standard of care in the management of these tumors is primarily radiation and chemotherapy. The shortcomings of the therapy is that it's generally effective only for a finite period of time. Resistance develops, and then progressive disease sets in, which is resistant to most other treatments, and ultimately the patient dies of the disorder. The goal of this clinical trial is to recognize that there are other ways to target these kinds of cancers. At this particular point in time, we have chosen a targeted therapy, which identifies a certain abnormal receptor which sits on the surface primarily of the cancer cells. And we have developed a way using a small molecule to identify and target these cancer cells more or less exclusively. By targeting these cancer cells and inhibiting this receptor which sits on the surface of these particular cells, we can drive these cells to die selectively. Now we know that the effect on normal cells is limited to mild inhibition of growth, but it does not cause normal cells to die. Some of the benefits to the patient are that they're able to take this oral treatment on a defined schedule, that it has very few systemic side effects, and has no real significant daily toxic side effects that would make it hard for them to live their life every day. Most of these people have exhausted all of the standard treatment options and are doomed to die without something else. My hope is that after 15 years of work, that we can finally demonstrate that targeting this particular receptor does result in effective treatment of brain cancers. Since there are a number of other cancers that also appear to work by similar principles, my hope is that there will be significant interest in applying this principle to those cancers as well. Without funding from the Gateway for Cancer Research, we have not been able to initiate this very novel and creative Phase 1 study.